there's an interesting concept of company maturity that I've been thinking about and going through myself. Actually, it's quite interesting from the inside, and goes as follows. See, most founders, when they start a company, I think I really do speak for the majority of entrepreneurs there, they start a company because they see some kind of economical opportunity, they see a way to make money, they see a way to make money for themselves, and a business is a sensible way to structure things around them to make the most out of that opportunity. Now, as the opportunity grows, or as the business becomes better known and so on, they will start to bring other people in, or because they want to extract themselves out of the business, they want to sell it maybe, and so on. So they start to bring other people into the business and structure the business accordingly. But at that point, it's still about making money for the founders, for the shareholders. In fact, that's such a strong idea that has been enshrined in law in some parts of the world. But what I'm seeing is that there is a step beyond that, which is a very interesting step to take, which is where you start to think of the business not just as your own personal money-making operation, but as something that has a life of its own. In his book, Laloux mentions this idea in passing, that if you really do consider the organization to be, or the company to be, a living organization rather than a machine, it starts to make relatively little sense to think that somebody can own a living organization. Just like you wouldn't own a human being, why would you own a composite of human beings? So the concept of ownership, while still relevant, becomes, well, less clear, more ambiguous. And this is a transformation that we're going through in Grantry right now, which I find really fascinating, which is that we start to see that the organization is not just, I mean, it hasn't been about just making money for Paulina and I for quite a while now, but it starts to much more explicitly acknowledge that this is an organization where all these people are working, and their wishes and their concerns and their desires matter, and they need to be part of driving where the company goes, because ultimately they are going to do the majority of the work to get it there. And if they don't feel like they are part of this, that this is in a way as much their business as it is ours as shareholders, well, the company can't evolve to the next stage. One of the symptoms of that has been the work going on to define fair pay, for example. Now, in most small businesses, there is this huge tension between the shareholders / owners / directors, or basically the owners, and the people running the company, where the owners are trying to minimize how much they pay for work as much as possible, and quite naturally the people working in the company are trying to maximize how much they get paid. And this causes a never-ending, never-ceasing back and forth, and whilst I'm sure it's not possible to entirely remove this kind of discussion from any company, if you look at the way a more mature company should function, it shouldn't be about each side trying to maximize their gain. It should be about each side working together with the other side, even rubbing out this difference between the sides, trying to figure out how we can all grow this business together and make the most out of it together and gain benefit from this together. It's a very difficult idea to get across, probably not the best idea to include in a video cast. I probably still need to spend a bit of time thinking about it, but I do find it fascinating. I've been thinking a lot about it, so I thought I'd share it. Do you have any thoughts? Anything else you want me to talk about? Please let me know via Twitter, email, or otherwise. Thank you very much. Bye bye.